Oh, there you go. Hello. What are
Hello,
we talking
everyone.
about?
Everything and everything.
We fetched them in
I know.
to talk to them,
I know.
and you don't know what to talk about.
Well, maybe some thanks first then. Thanks to all the new subscribers.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's you.
You.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah. Hello. This is us.
Hello.
This is what we do.
Yeah, thank you for
We do more things than
thank
this.
you for clicking the subscribe button
Yeah.
and the likes button, and thank you for all the comments. We do read them.
We do read them. Yeah. Speaking of which, in a vlog from December, I believe, if I've got that right. I had this is from Kenai, and it says, "What kind of accent is this? I can't understand her." Now, I would reply to you and explain where I come from and what accent I'm speaking in, but it'll be pointless, won't it?
Because you won't understand it.
we do get some odd things. We also get some really, really kind words. I want to say thank you to Samantha Bond for your lovely words on the last vlog. It's really, really kind of you. You know, some people just think I'll put something on, whether it's nice or not. I just think it's a bit strange. You know, if you see people, you don't like the look of them, you don't like the sound of them, you're not really fussed for them, you go on with your life and you don't bother. But on here, we always think we should stop, pause, tell you. Yeah?
That's a good point. Social media has created that, though, hasn't it?
Of course it has, of course it has.
Facebook, Twitter, and all the rest of it, whatever they're called now.
Yeah.
It has created that environment
Of
where
course,
people feel
yeah.
quite comfortable to criticise absolutely everything.
Everything and anything.
And we never used to.
No, because
those people that are...
you'd look at if you're out and you look at someone and you just think, oh, okay, you get on with your life. You'd probably discuss it later over tea. You won't stop and pause and tell that person, you know, your hair looks bad, you know, you could be this, you could do that, it's quite awful, really, isn't it? And then it's up to us how we react to that. By and large, it's water off a duck's back.
It is, yeah.
You know, if you knew me and Stephen, the things that we've had to face in our lives, you're having your two penneth.
And I'm sure all of you have gone through
troubled
times in your lifetime, and similar problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one's had an easy go of it.
Gosh, no, we're not getting violins out and saying "woe is me." We would not do that. Not at all. But we just think it's up to us. When people do things like that, you just think, well, how do I react to it?
Don't bother.
No, we're not going to suit everyone, are we?
Of course
we're not. And taking on that campaign, it's just, that's just silly.
As far as accents
go, I don't know you and you don't affect it,
Yeah, as far as accents go, we're from two different parts of the country, so we're bound to sound different.
But
so that's something to think of as well.
A lot of content creators sound different. But anyway, we're not going to go on that soapbox. I just thought it was like it wasn't addressed to me. It was like whoever looks after her, whoever, because it actually does say, what kind of accent is this? I can't understand her. So it was like asking someone else. It weren't at. For me, I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
But anyway, like I say, I would put your reply on and tell you and all of that, but I thought you'll not understand me anyway, and we've probably gone on to say something to someone else by now. That's entirely up to you. It's how you spend your day.
It is.
But yeah, it is. But anyway, what did we get up to then? What did we do on Saturday?
Well, the secret was out. If you watched previous video, you'll know what the secret was.
Yeah, if you've seen Boatheads on tour, we met up with Mark and Diane from Boatheads on tour, and we had an absolutely blast of a day. It was a tiring day. We were catching our first train, 20 to 7, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
We were up at 5 o'clock, which we go up at 5 o'clock during the week, but on a Saturday morning, quite a big ask.
No fun.
Not much fun. But we got on with it. Thanks to Mark and Diane, because the first thing they did, we thought, we met them at Nottingham train station. They'd had to get a tram into Nottingham. The first thing they did was supply us with lattes, which was like marvellous.
Spot on.
Oh, gosh, did we need them, yeah. 3 trains to Birmingham and obviously 3 trains home. But it just, we went to the show. to the, what did Diane call it? Because I'll get it wrong as well.
The NEC Motorhome show or something.
Camping caravan, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, we went
We went there, and it was good, very good. If you've never been before, go, but bear in mind, wear some comfortable shoes.
Oh, definitely.
Because we only really spent the time in Hall 3, where all the motorhomes and campervans were. But there's 5 halls for things like tents, there's things like lodges, if you want to buy a lodge, buy a great big, wood cabin kind of thing. There's water sports stuff, so there's canoes and ribs and all that kind of stuff. We weren't bothered with any of that sort of stuff. We were only interested in campervans and motorhomes, so we focused our attention on one hall, and even that one hall is huge. And even that one hall, we did something like 6 miles in total in the walking.
Yeah,
so if you're going to do all 5 halls, A, get there early, and B, make sure you're comfortable, because you're going to do a lot of walking.
Yeah, definitely. Which we did. But the idea, we have done a small, we took the camera. We didn't do a lot of filming.
No, we were too busy looking at stuff and talking, weren't we? So.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you feel a little bit uneasy when there's other people about as well. And when we got there, the place opens at 10 o'clock. We got there just about the same time as it opened. By midday, it was really, really busy. So there's loads of folk about, and you feel a little bit uncomfortable filming when there's other people about as well. Yeah. So we were chatting and looking and discussing stuff. So we didn't film.
We didn't. So I've done a montage, which I will put in with this. But we're not here to review vans. We went with the sole...
There's plenty of people
the
doing
sole
that.
mission of, what do we do next? Are we having a camper van, which I wanted? Are we having a motorhome, which he really wanted?
So, which team are you?
Which team were we in? And I think I was probably 3 motorhomes in. And I'm sorry, I've gone onto the dark side. I've gone onto the motorhome. I loved our camper van.
We had a camper van before, and we loved it.
Yeah, it got to a point.
And we thought we wanted a slightly better, longer camper van.
We did.
Around 6 metres. We had the van we had before was 5.5, so a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And now we're looking at 6 metre things, whether it's motorhomes or caravans.
Yeah.
Because we don't need anything too long, because there's only 2 of us. So it was the decision was whether it's motorhome or campervan, and I think you get more space in a motorhome. The layout tends to be better because it's a flat bed to start with, rather than trying to shoehorn things in over wheel arches and stuff as you do in a campervan. And you've got things like slidey doors that get in the way on a campervan, whereas on a motorhome you haven't got that issue. So it makes the design a lot easier when you're in a motorhome to sort of spread things out better. And for the living space, that makes it much more desirable.
For me, it was good to have Mark and Diane with us, because they've obviously done it before as well. They had a motorhome previously. They're having another one. So to get like Diane's outlook on it as well, and Mark's, there were things I was saying to Diane, what about this, what about... And we were throwing ideas back and forth of, what's good, what's not, what we like, what we don't, and all of that kind of thing. And there's things that you don't really consider. And then this, don't get me wrong, some of these vans, they were wow. And you think, but there's a lot of wow that I can do without.
Some of the vans, they got like a rope across the front entrance door, and they're only letting a couple of people in at a time.
Yeah, you had to be in there.
It was almost like you needed permission to access the van.
Well, you did. Yeah. But there were over £100,000 worth of vans.
Yeah,
and
so that's fair enough.
We're not in that. No, don't know many people that have got that kind of money to throw at it. And to be fair, if you have, are you really going to that? And trampled by everyone else? I don't think so. So it's not worth us looking. And there's a lot of stuff. I don't need a drop-down coffee machine. We're going for a little holiday away. I ain't got that at home. I don't want one of them to clean in a van. No. So there were a lot of things that just don't appeal to us. Like I say, I'm a camper van girl, so you can
there's 2 ways of looking
imagine.
at motorhoming, though, I think. There's the sort of take your exotic house with you on a holiday, or... something slightly better than a tent. And I think we're somewhere in between that, where we want something better than a tent, but we don't need we don't need gold-plated fixtures and fittings like you can get on some motorhomes.
No, of course we don't.
We just want something that's comfortable and uses the space cleverly.
Yeah.
And as I say, we're looking at a 6 metre van, which isn't a very big van, So what uses that space as best as possible? Because when you're living in a van for a few days, it is actually quite cramped. No matter how big the van is, it's still quite cramped. So having that space that's nice and neatly laid out and makes the best use of it is always going to make your holiday nicer.
Yeah, of course it is. But anyway, we had a good look. We threw some ideas about. We did a lot of laughing.
We did.
And obviously, lots of people, twice a year now, you tune into YouTube and there'll be lots of the show because people go and they vlog it and you can get to see the new vans that have come out and what have you. For us, it was a fact-finding mission. For us, it was going and seeing what you're getting for your money and where we'd like to be in our future. We've singled out now a couple of 3 ideas.
Yeah. I think the other thing to bear in mind is this.
It's just getting the right van out at the right price.
This motorhome show is focusing on new vans that you buy brand new, so obviously that reflects in the price.
Yeah.
If you're in the market for a second-hand van, there's no second-hand vans on display, so you kind of have to take that into consideration. That when you see a van at £80,000-90,000, that's how much they are new, and maybe the same model a year or two old might be a bit cheaper, so you have to bear that in mind. And then, of course, the other thing is some of the show vans are brand new models that have only just come out this year, so they're not available on the second-hand market yet because it's literally a brand new model. So there's that sort of thing to bear in mind as well.
There was a couple of vans that we'd earmarked to have a look in before we went. And Steve had. I was more like, but we're going to get a camper van anyway. And the vans that we'd earmarked, we looked, and neither of us liked the new models of them, which is fortunate for us because we can't afford one anyway. We're going to have one of the old ones. So anyway, we had a look and just thought, do you know what? They're not us. I do like the older van. And Mark and Diane have said the same. They are looking for an older van because they're just, I don't know, there's just something about them.
They've got a character, haven't they, the older ones?
Yeah, they have, yeah.
And of course they're cheaper as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you've got bottomless pockets, I want to get.
There's some enthusiasts that would prefer an older van anyway, wouldn't they? Because the modern ones they don't like the look of.
Well, our camper van was of an age which I absolutely loved. I loved the cupboards in it. I loved all and everything. Oh, it's looking a bit dated. I loved that. To me, that was character, and I loved that about Hamish, our old van. And yeah, we know what we're going to call the next van, and we've looked at a few and thought, is that it? Is this the... I'm not going to tell you his name.
So here's a question for the comments. If you want to put some comments in, if you've got a van, or a car for that matter, what name do you call it?
And who named it? If you a male-female couple like us, or, which one? Was it the man or the woman who named the car? Because he says that only women name cars.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Every car we've had has had a name.
Yeah, but I'm sure Mark said the other day that he named one of his.
Oh, okay.
Was it Mark?
Might have been, okay.
Somebody told me they named the car anyway. I thought it was Mark. If it's not you, Mark, I apologise. But yeah. So, yeah, he just thinks... I mean, me and Diane were looking at vans and looking at the faces, I'll be honest. That's got a pretty face.
Aren't they all the same? Because there's only really 2 faces. Well, maybe 3 faces.
There's lots of different ones.
Well, there's Mercedes, Fiat and Ford Transit. So that's about it, really, isn't it?
No, we were stood outside the toilets waiting for you and Mark coming back. We had to go in stints because we've got backpacks and things. You don't want to trail all that into Lou with you. While we were waiting, me and Dan went, good face on that one always. Yeah. It's an evil face, that one. That kind of thing. That's the kind of thing we would do. We laughed a lot. We did laugh a lot. We loved being with Mark and Diane.
Yeah, they're a good couple.
Yeah, they're a really good couple. We will link them in this because they made things for us a lot clearer. At one point, I thought Mark were working for Pilot.
Oh,
Was it Pilot?
Yes.
What? Yeah. I always call it Pilot, but you know what I mean.
It's Pilot with an E on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pilotti.
Pilotti.
Whatever it is.
Well, another couple came in the same van we were looking at, so there was, 6 of us in this van.
Yeah.
And Mark's telling them all about all the features and things. And I actually said to this couple, I said, just
work.
bear in mind it doesn't work for the company that makes this van.
But Mark, to be fair, saw things that we didn't see.
Yeah, he did spot a few things.
So there you go. It's always
Mark,
better to go with another couple because, I mean, the first van that we went in, I was so surprised. It's it was stunning. End kitchen, which I weren't up for an end kitchen. But I walked in and thought, I'm sorry, but it's got a full cooker, it's got a thing for a draining board, and then the bathroom, it got a separate shower. It was just over a 6 metre van.
Just over, yeah.
Amazing. So yeah, we had lots of things to consider, but thanks to Mark and Diane, we saw things differently, and now I'm on team Motorhome. But anyway, we'll probably wrap this one up here.
Yeah.
I'll put my little montage in, so you can have a look at that. I hope you've been able to understand my accent throughout this vlog, and if you haven't, well, there you are. What can I do? Thank you all for hitting subscribe button.
Thank you.
There's a lot of you not doing though, and if you keep coming back and having a look, just
something like 80% of you aren't subscribed.
Well, I mean, last month we had got over, I think it was 60-some% were subscribed, and I'm thinking this is marvellous. Now we've got other way. I agree with a lot of YouTubers though. I think it's what YouTube are probably doing. I don't know, because we were picking up so many subscribers last week. This week's been quite steady. I don't know.
It's free to subscribe.
It's
a lot of people
free.
think that because it's like the word subscribe means like, I don't know, video subscriptions and things like that. It's not anything like that. It's absolutely free.
Yeah.
And they don't, keep tabs on your name or anything like that for, marketing purposes or anything like that.
Just hit it. Just hit
that little button.
That's all we ask. All right.
And if you if you click the bell symbol, you get notified when the next video comes up.
Yeah.
So you can look out for us the next time we put one up.
So now we've put his microphone on today. We've put it between us. He's done something with it on here to
Made
make
it a bit louder. So hopefully it's loud enough.
So hopefully we're loud enough. I don't know. We will see anyway. It's all trial and error. I edit all this on my phone. So come on, be kind. We watch others and you think, oh, these are amazing. They do really good editing. I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm a technophobe, and I'm managing to do this. So be kind. If you've got no nice to say, I won't do a Trish. But if you watch Pews on Tour, that's all. I'll leave that one there.
Yeah, we prefer
the likes.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Right.
Thanks
so anyway,
for watching, everyone.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Gotta go now because this battery needs changing. So probably catch you on next one. Bye.